When we are younger, it is very easy to think that the way we are experiencing life is going to last forever and things will never change. But the reality is, sex is not guaranteed for the entirety of our lifetime. And that is why it is so imperative that couples have a foundation of non-sexual intimacy for the inevitability of sex being taken off the table. People get really angry because they think that I'm like advocating for sexless marriages and things like that. And no, I just want people to be realistic about what life is going to bring. Okay? It is very likely that at some point, statistically in your life, there is going to be a period of time where you are physically incapable of having sex. And that's not even dealing with emotionally or relationally or anything like that. I had a fairly difficult pregnancy. I had hypermesis, and my dog is over here with a squeaky toy. Okay, but there were days that I was so sick, I couldn't eat anything more than the white of a single hard-boiled egg. Okay, that didn't leave any capacity for me to be doing anything else, let alone doing anything with my husband. And so let's take the example of a woman with a high-risk pregnancy who is put on pelvic rest. Okay, so you've got at least 3 months for the pregnancy where she can't be doing anything. And then you've got at least 6 weeks postpartum. And if her pregnancy is that difficult, her recovery is probably going to take longer than 6 weeks as well. All right, so there's a period of bare minimum 6 months where she can't be doing anything. And if you are relying on sex to try to create and maintain the intimacy in your marriage is going to fall apart if you have to go 6 weeks without sexual contact. That's why the other 12 intimacies are imperative. And that's even for couples who prioritize sex. Okay, so just because sex is a vital part of what you want in your marriage, that doesn't mean you are always going to have access to it. You can tell your spouse all day long that this is important to me, I don't ever want to be without it, but the reality is you're human, your body's going to break, it's not always going to be an option, and you need to plan for that. Relying on sex to create and maintain intimacy in your marriage is setting your marriage up to fail. I want you to have good sex, but it has to be healthy.